Okay, so here in this training, we are going to discuss about VVF concept, VMware vSphere Foundation, which includes ESXi, vCenter, and vSAN. These are the three concepts which we are going to discuss from a real-time support perspective. Like what are all the activities, day-to-day activities which you'll be performing if you are a VMware administrator as an
Yes,
SME or a consultant. Okay, so what are all the major activities which will be performed? Okay, so training duration is almost 2 months. Okay, we'll try to complete as soon as possible. Okay, based on our availability. So before we start with the training, so we need to understand a few concepts. Okay, so before we get into our VVF concept, let's try to understand the evaluation of IT infrastructure, evaluation of VMware, and then evaluation of vSphere. Okay, so these are the three concepts which we need to understand before we start, so that you will get an idea why I need to update my skill set to this VVF now. Okay, so let's start with evaluation of IT infrastructure. Evaluation of IT infrastructure. Okay, so if you are in the infrastructure support for the last 10 years of time period or 15 years of time period, you might have seen this non-converged, converged, and then hyper-converged servers. Okay, so we are going to discuss on the evaluation of IT infrastructure stages one by one. What is non-converged, what is converged, and then what is hyper-converged. Okay, so let's get into this evaluation of IT infrastructure. So non-converged. What is non-converged? So non-converged means we'll have a rack server, and that rack server will be connected to a network switch and the storage switch. Then it will access the storage device. Network will be connecting the servers using the IP address and other stuffs, right? So this is how we used servers in the year from 2000 uh, to till 2013. This kind of environment was there in the market. Okay, at that point of time, we used most of our services physical servers. In the physical server, whereas we'll be installing our operating system directly. Okay, this is how servers are there in the market. Okay, so non-converged means you have a server, rack server, where the Windows or Linux operating system is installed directly, and after that the client's applications will be installed, and we managed it. So we managed it this kind of servers till 2012 2013 time period. Okay, so from non-converged we are switching over to a converged option. So converged, this converged kind of servers we started supporting from almost 2010 onwards. Okay, converged means you might have heard about enclosure and blade servers, right? Those
yes,
concept has been introduced in the market, and that is named as converged. Whereas we'll be having an enclosure. In the enclosure, we'll be having blade servers inserted into it. Those blade servers can be used for uh, install Windows Linux operating system directly, as well as you can install your ESXi operating system also inside that converged. Okay, so I'll show you the example how the converged service will look like. Okay, this is the next level of infra update. Then next is hyper-converged. Hyper-converged has been introduced in the market in the year of 2013-14 time period. They introduced this hyper-converged kind of service. Okay, one of the best example in today's market is VXRail. VXRail has a good requirement in the market globally. Okay, that comes under this hyper-converged category. So what is happening in hyper-converged? Hyper-converged, I have a server with CPU, RAM, and in hyper-converged, they are saying that you no need to have a external storage. Instead, you can use your hard disk inside the server to create a software-defined storage. Software-defined storage means we can get into the concept of vSAN. Okay, so vSAN has been introduced in the year of 2013, right? At that point of time, hyper-converged server also came. That is 2014. Like you can see, customers, like started using slowly. They started using the software-defined storage. Okay, but earlier it was that product was not stable. That gave like a lot of problems. But later on, after 2 to 3 years of time period, slowly this vSAN becomes stable now. Okay. So hyper-converged, it's an hardware like a rack server, but we can avoid using external storage and we can start using our software-defined storage. This is the next update. So non-converged, then converged, we have our enclosure blade server concept. Then hyper-converged, we have a server with local hard disk with high capacity, and then we can use that for software-defined storage. So these are all the examples here. You can find non-converged, which has been used pre-2010. Okay, pre-2010,
Yeah.
we are installing the operating system directly on the servers. I mean the rack servers. Okay, then 2010 to 2013, you might have heard about, if you are in the support, you might have heard about SPC 7000, Cisco UCS, V block. These are all the
Yeah.
hardwares which is used in the market from infra support perspective. Okay. Then around 2012 to 2014. Okay. So this is the example of traditional on-premises, and this is the example for our VCE V block. VCE means VMware, Cisco, EMC. These three vendors combined together, they form a product called VCE V block. Okay, this is also one of the like famous product during that time period. Okay, I worked on this VCE V block. I worked on C7000. I worked on Cisco UCS also at that point of time period. But anyway, those products are now outdated. Okay, there is no point in updating the
Yeah.
skill set to these products. Okay. So this is from converged perspective. See the server, how it looks like. It's a box, right? It's an enclosure box. We can find our blade servers inside it. And those blade servers will be used for our virtualization or direct OS installation. Even I have seen installing Windows or Linux operating system directly on the blade servers during that time. Okay, because globally they started migrating the servers from physical to virtual. Okay, that is happening from 2010 to 2013. Okay, that is the time period you might have heard lot of requirements for P2V. Okay, in Naukri, if you
B2B.
open it,
Yeah.
that
Physical to
yeah, physical to virtual migration. Do you have experience? Yes, we have a job for you, because lot of companies took that as a project to migrate the existing infra to virtualization. Okay, so that's the time period, 2010 to 2013. Then 2012 to 2014, they started introducing this hyper-converged infras. So the reason for telling this is, like from infra perspective, what are the servers you should have some knowledge. Okay, because you need to adapt to the market technology, right? Traditional non-converged, it's okay. Converged, it's already outdated. Okay, and hyper-converged still there in the market for the last 10 years, and one of the dominating vendor is VxRail. Okay, so we are discussing about hyper-converged, right? And then hyper-converged, we have
yes.
vendors like VxRail, HP Simplicity, Cisco Hyperflex, like they joined with Nutanix. Okay, there's no more Cisco Hyperflex product in the market. Then Nutanix. So if you want to update the skill set from hyper-converged perspective, you have to update your skill set to VxRail or Nutanix, because this two are the top vendors in hyper-converged market. Okay, so in 2025, If you want to update skill set, yes, it is required. You need to have some knowledge. Suppose if you're going to support a VMware platform, in 2025, this VXL is used in VCF also. Okay, VCF, VVF, for all those stuffs, VXL hardware is getting used. So you should have some knowledge on this VXL product. Secondary is Nutanix. Nutanix, like it's a completely a different vendor. They're not dependent on VMware product. They have their own hypervisor. Okay, so it's up to you. But market demands both VXL and Nutanix in 2025. Okay, so next is 2016, 2017. They are moving it to the next level. They are introducing the next level of infra hardware like HP Synergy. Okay, HP Synergy normally it look like an blade server. Okay, with the enclosure on it. See it here. See here. This is Dell EMC PowerEdge MX 2018, which has been introduced in the year of 2018, which has been introduced, and HP Synergy it has been introduced 2016. We might say that this HP Synergy is an upgraded hardware of C7000. It looked like C7000 hardware, but like the concept has been a bit different here. They call it as composable infrastructure. Like it's like an hardware pool, whereas you can place the blade servers in any slot. Okay, so there are two major vendors. Okay, still other vendors also there in the composable market, but the two major vendors who is dominating the market with composable infra is HP Synergy and Dell EMC PowerEdge. So the reason for telling this is here also we will be installing our ESXi operating system in 2025.